stance weighted hip thrust. A mouthful, but one of my favorite exercises. So for starters, we want to make sure that the surface we're using ideally is on the lower side. If you don't have anything that's super low to the ground, you can put a plate underneath your butt or just practice by not going all the way down to the floor, which is what I'm going to demonstrate here. So a couple things. We want to make sure that the bench is going to go into the bottom part of my ribs here. So I'm going to start by getting on the ground first, positioning my barbell onto my hip. Highly recommend either wrapping a yoga mat around the barbell or investing in a hip thrust pad, which if you need a link for one, I can send you the one that I use. Then I'm going to use my elbows to kind of help prop myself up onto the bench. Get the bench underneath my rib cage as described before. And then we're taking a B stance here. So we're going to put one foot out in front. I'm just on my heel. And then this is going to be my working leg. So we want to make sure at the top of my hip thrust that my foot's not too close to where my knee's over my toes. And it's not too far away where it becomes more of my hams, more of a regular kind of hip thrust with my feet just in an incorrect position. So we want to have it close enough so that my shin is nice and vertical. And at the top, I can really squeeze and fire that right glute muscle. Again, that left leg isn't really doing much. This should be felt mostly in the right leg, although we are squeezing both glutes at the top. Again, remember that chin should be tucked. Then I would switch my feet. Same thing, check in with my form. Is this shin nice and vertical at the top? Chin is tucked and glutes are squeezed. Then when we come down, I simply kind of just ease myself down to the floor, and usually this will have weight on it, so then I just kind of roll it off of myself and roll it back onto myself when I'm starting my next set. Okay, so that is the B stance